Okay, so yesterday our general idea, our general rule was to learn how to take a pattern of numbers that had a common difference, use that number in our base formula, and then look at how the numbers work to find an adjustment. It was those three things: find the common difference, use the common difference, and then find the adjustment. Today we're going to extend on that as we're into the second day, but again, our focus lesson is going to take it just a little bit further, because we're going to try to figure out, for example in here, how to extend it beyond what's on the picture to use that formula to our advantage. So first thing we're going to do here is, it's best to make a table. We only have 3 pictures, so we're going to do that. For one octagon here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 2 octagons, and I would just start somewhere nice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is the number here. And then for 3 octagons, again, I would start somewhere that I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is my part there. Now that I have those numbers, I look for a common difference. From what I know, this is plus 6, which tells me that my base formula is y equals 6x. Keep that in mind. Also remember that what we do is we take the x's that we have, which is 1, 2, and 3, and we use those to make a base formula. So 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, and then we compare those to the actual numbers, which is 8, 14, and 20. And using that, we now say, are we adding, what are we adding to 6 to make 8, to 12 to make 14, to 18 to make 20? From what I know, we are adding 2. 6 plus 2 is 8, 12 plus 2 is 14, 18 plus 2 is 20. And so this would represent the first part of what we are doing. The part we're extending this on is, they only give me 3 octagons, but because I have a formula now, I can actually extend it on to figure out the perimeter for 7 octagons. Because if x represents the number of octagons, I now simply have to take 7 and put y equals 6 times 7 plus 2, put 7 in for x, which turns into 42 plus 2, or 44. So if there were 7 octagons, you would end up with a perimeter of 44. And we know that because that's what this rule tells me. Again, that's what that rule does for me, is it allows me to anticipate what's going on and what's going to happen. Again, if there's anything on this question you're having issues with, please raise your hand so one of us can try to assist you with understanding it. Write a rule to represent the function in the table, then find the missing value. So this time we already have the table, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they want to know about 10, because you notice there's a question mark there. So let's look and see. This is plus 12, and the reason I know is because I take the second number minus the first number, the second number minus the first number, which again is 12. So plus 12 and plus 12. Again, what that tells me is that my base formula is y equals 12x. I now, though, have to make my pattern based off of these. So 12 times 1 is 12, 24, 36, 48. And then I compare these numbers to the actual numbers of 8, 20, 32, 44. And all it takes now is, first off, you know you're not adding because the number is smaller, so we have to be subtracting something. 12 minus what is 8? Let's see, 12 minus 8 is 4, so it means that that has to be subtracting 4. I do believe 24 minus 4 is 20, 36 minus 4 is 32, yep, so that means you adjust this by putting minus 4. That is our rule. In order to find the missing value of 10, again, you simply take the 10 and plug it in. So y would be equal to 12 times 10 minus 4. 12 times 10 is 120, and 120 minus 4 is 116. And that is how you would work that out. Okay? And then the very last one for the day, before we get started. They want a rule to represent the set of ordered pairs. Here again, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then they want to stop at 8. We notice here that we are subtracting 3, subtracting 3, subtracting 3, which means that my base formula should be y equals negative 3x. I then start using the 0. Although here's the thing, here's what I learned about 0. Remember, if you're adding to 0, negative 3 times 0 is 0, negative 3 negative 6, negative 9. The numbers I actually got are 38, 35, 32, 29, and the only thing I can add to 0 to make 38 is 38. And so real quick check, negative 3 plus 38 makes 35, which is what we're looking for. Negative 6 plus 38 makes 32, which is what we're looking for. Negative 9 plus 38 equals 29, which again is what we're looking for, so we know that we are simply adding 28. This is our rule. The question is, what happens at 8? Because you notice it has 8 comma question mark, so what we do is we put negative 3 times 8 plus 28. Negative 3 times 8 is negative 24, and negative 24 plus 28 is 4. And that would be what we would end up with. Okay? So at this point, again, raise your hand or get the second sheet from me so we can start working on it, and then we'll start going over that stuff and wrapping up this day. Good luck.